Good day, Mom and classmates. Roan Katrina M. Natividad speaking, and I am going to discuss to you my report entitled Neo-Behaviorism by Tolmans and Bandura. Behaviorism, the prediction and control of human behavior in which introspection and or independent thinking play no essential part of its thinking methods. So behaviorism is the human controlled behavior. It is also known as behavioral psychology, and it is a theory of learning through interaction with the environment through a process called conditioning. Neo-behaviorism is a behavior cannot be fully understood simply in terms of observable stimuli and reactions. Neo-behaviorism introduced mediating variables into the behaviorist stimulus-response scheme. Tolman's purposive behaviorism, aka sign learning theory. Learning is a cognitive process. Learning is acquired through meaningful behavior. So, sign learning theory presents learning as the acquisition of knowledge through meaningful behavior. Cognitive learning is a style of learning that focuses on more effective use of the brain. To understand the process of cognitive learning, it is important to know the meaning of cognition. Cognition is the mental process of gaining knowledge and understanding through the senses, experience, and thought. The stimuli which are allowed in are not connected by just simple one-to-one switches to the outgoing responses. Rather, the incoming impulses are usually worked over and elaborated in the central control room into a tentative cognitive-like map of the environment. So, a new stimulus or the sign becomes associated with already meaningful stimuli or the significant through a sense of pairings. There was no need for reinforcement in order to establish learning. So Tolman's key concepts: learning is always purposive and goal-directed. Individuals do more than merely respond to stimuli. They act on beliefs, attitudes, changing conditions, and they strive towards goals. So, learning is always purposive and goal-directed. Tolman saw behavior as holistic, purposive, and cognitive. Cognitive map. Famous experiment on rats concluded that organism or individual, to be exact, learned the location and will select the shortest or easiest path to achieve goal. So, cognitive map, learning the location of reward. From his experiment called cognitive map in rats, where rats are placed in different locations but the food was on the same location, while on the other group, foods were placed in different directions. As the result, the group that had the food in the same location performed much better. He found out that organisms will select the shortest or easiest path to achieve a goal. Latent learning. Learning that remains or stay with the individual until needed. Learning that is outwardly manifested at once. So, latent learning. Whenever learning goes on without its being evident in performance at the time. The term latent learning refers to the process in which learning takes place, but there is no demonstration of that knowledge until a reward or incentive is present. So, like for instance, a dog is taught to a dog is taught to sit but does not do so until offered as a treat as a reward. So, second example is a child learns how to dance by watching characters on television, but only demonstrate that knowledge only asked by others. So, the concept of intervening variable. Variables that are not readily seen but serves as determinants of behavior. Learning is mediated or influenced by expectations, perceptions, representations, needs, and other internal or environmental variable. So, the concept of intervening variable, Tolman suggested that hunger was an intervening variable. It could not be observed during the actual experiments. Tolman's work on intervening variables was an extremely important contribution to cognitive psychology, as the concept made it possible to consider and measure unseen behaviors. So that's all. Thank you for watching and listening. Keep safe and God bless.